Hello gamers and welcome to part 2 of my Tsukihime remake, or a Piece of Blue Glass Moon remake. We're back. Yes, this is now the second part, my second stream of this. Again, I'm gonna upload all of this on the main channel. The only thing that's probably gonna be edited are these intros and outros, but besides that, it's gonna be going out fully raw, same thing as I explained in part 1. So I'm not going to explain too many things right now. I assume everyone who's watching this already watched part 1. If not, maybe you should, I don't know. Or maybe you just want to see happenings in this part if you've already played the game. That's fine, but yeah, just so you know, this is going out really raw. And that means this is still a stream I'm doing when I'm recording this. So what that means is that I'm going to pause here and there. I'm going to talk to my chat. I'm going to ramble about whatever random things come to my mind sometimes. So it can be a bit frustrating, I get it. But yeah, it's just, I'm a streamer first and foremost as well. So you got to understand how it works. And also in regards to the VN itself, I'm going to let all the voice lines play out. Again, some people might have issue with that. And I will also read all the lines that are not voice acted myself. I'm not really going to voice act them. I might change my tone here and there, but I'm just going to read through them basically. So everything will be voice acted. Well, not voice acted, but read, if that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, that's happenings. And I think with that, we can jump immediately back where we left off from part 1. Now we have the lovely main menu as well, because last time you couldn't even start from this. You have to play like the prologue first when you start the game for the first time. So now we get the piano playing and yeah, let's just go, dude. Continue should work totally fine. So we didn't really finish any days in the game. I'm not sure how it exactly works. I assume it's similar to Stay Night, where, you know, you go through days. But we're still in day 1 as far as I know. The prologue obviously took a while, but yeah, we're still in school. Just we should be able to finish day 1 sooner than later here. And get started on day 2 very well today as well. So yeah, let's do this. 5 minutes after the bell for homeroom, and our teacher still hasn't appeared. Just as homeroom is about to end, the teacher next door drops by to tell us that Miss Toyama won't be coming today. Well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? I wonder why. Someone sounds like they just won the lottery. Miss Toyama is our math teacher. With her absent, we'll have free study instead. Once you finish the worksheet you're given, you're free to spend the rest of the time however you want. Some use the time to study, but others just kill time. I start on my worksheet. I actually have no problem with studying. I quit going to after-school lessons as a child, but that was after I was told getting into a good school would be impossible for someone with my condition. Whether you choose to go to college or straight into the workforce, knowledge is never a bad thing to have. I raise my head after solving a few problems and look over to the students near the hallway. I can only hear bits and pieces of their conversations, sitting as far away from them as I am. Oh. She dead or something? What the hell? Wow. Something certainly feels wrong, I think, knitting my eyebrows. I brace myself for what's coming. As familiar as I am with this feeling, I find myself not wanting to accept it. I hold my breath in anticipation for the words to come. Oh, there it is. Oh my. Oh, we got the lines again. I close my eyes, trying to hold back a headache. Damn. Back to more chill music. The morning passes without the rumor about Miss Toyama spreading much further. The classroom is a mess now that it's lunch. Some go to the cafeteria, others to the courtyard, while still others stay in the room and open their lunches at their desks. What should I do for lunch? Oh, we have another choice. Wow. And apparently people told me the game basically does a new branch on every choice, and you can use the like the flowchart or whatever to go to every choice in every branch, whatever you want. But I am a visual novel player, and you know what that means. We're gonna be oh, not that. We're gonna be saving on every choice. Okay, I know some people are like, oh, it's pointless, but I can't help it, bro. I need to save on every choice. It's just a thing I do. You're excited about the new mysticals? Is anyone with 50% Barrack and VG farm now? Sure. I mean, that's pretty cool. I feel like it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day, but I mean, it is nice to always have all the options, you know? It's pretty cool. Anyway, so again, normally when I play VNs, when I go for 100%, I just always pick top, and then, you know, middle, bottom, etc. I always go in order because I want to see everything, but this time, I'm just gonna pick whatever I want, you know, whatever I want to do, whatever I want to say, stuff like that. So, meet with Arihiko in cafeteria, I'll stay in the classroom, go in the hallway for now. Let's go say hi, let's pick top actually. Let's go say hi to our friend though. Social links, any Persona gamers out there? Arihiko disappeared after 4th period, he must be saving seats in the cafeteria. I never promised him I'd go to the cafeteria with him, but there's no real reason to ditch him either. I might as well spend lunch there today. Playing the old one really makes the new one look beautiful. Yeah, like it's so many years apart, it's crazy. Like the new old one is in such a tiny resolution too, like the window is like 600-800 resolution or something, it's crazy. Like just the resolution upgrade alone is crazy, but then over here there's so many like graphics, sprites, there's so many new things that look nice. 480p, yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. The cafeteria looks almost full. The line is so long it would probably take 10 minutes just to get your order taken. I gaze at the students waiting with their order receipts in hand as I make my way to the table.
それでアリヒコ、特別ゲストって誰?
Still love the look of the OG. I didn't read a lot of it. I read only a little bit, but I couldn't really get into it. I feel like if you actually did complete it, you'll probably have more of an attachment to it, but it really, I don't know. It was just ugly to me. I'm sorry to say, but it was just ugly to the point that it was basically a deal breaker on top of the no voice acting and the resolution being tiny. It was too much. I just couldn't. So yeah. Again, for some people, maybe it's charming and nice, and to an extent, a lot of old things can be that like that for me. Like yesterday, I actually very relevant. I was streaming the OG version of Trails in the Sky, and people were asking me, am I gonna play the remake since it came out like last year, I believe? And I was like, no, because I already had that one started. But even if I had the choice from the get-go with both, I might still pick the OG with that one, because that one, while yes, it looks old, it still is nice and like remastered, and it looks charming. That one is the type of old stuff like, yeah, I like it. It's nostalgic, it's great, it's good vibes, even if the remake probably looks better. But in the case of Tsukihime, I could just never get into the OG. It was too old, too outdated. Like, I can take outdated to an extent, to a lot of extent actually, a lot of times like Trails in the Sky, but sometimes it's just a bit too much. Yeah. The OG backgrounds fit the urban fantasy vibe. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe the backgrounds are like the one acceptable part, I guess. Fair enough. Alright.
それがまだおいでになさる。食堂で待ち合わせだったんだが。
Hello, coin.
ちょっと待っててくれ。様子を見てくる。
Arihiko hurries out of the cafeteria, leaving his curry udon behind. I've ordered chikara udon for myself. I hope he gets back before my noodles get soggy.
ダメだ。先輩どっか行っちまったらしい。
ゲストって3年生だったのか。
おお、面白い先輩だな。ここ数日アタックしてようやくランチご一緒ツアーまで取り付けたんだよ。今日は他に約束ができたとかで学校中を走り回ってるらしい。
忙しい人みたいだね、どうも。
忙しいっていうか、全自動マッサージ機みたいな人だ。
Hey Spiral, how you doing? Arihiko breaks apart his disposable chopsticks, looking dejected.
ま、今回は仕方ねえわな。じゃ、い
Oh
ただ
yeah,
き
he
ま
was
す。
gonna introduce us to someone, right? And that's what they were just talking about. But I guess they're not here. Blue balls.
はい、いただきます。
We both dig into our udon. A lot of irons in the fire. What a strange way to describe someone. Suffice to say that my curiosity has been piqued. But I'll ask him more about that later.
で、本当のところどうなんだよ。
だって何が？
今日お前が朝から教室にいた理由、いちこさんが家にいるって嘘だろ。あの人、今昼間の仕事についてるじゃんか。
I ask him as I slurp my chikara udon. Ichiko is Arihiko's older sister who works full-time. She's a bit of a mystery, but she's always taken good care of us.
ああ、そっか。バレるか。
Oh wow, Mana with the subs at reservation of golf with your friends. That's gonna be a spicy sesh again. It's been a while. Alright, sure. We'll do that on Saturday.
Tono, 今日から実家に戻るのか？
そうだけど、その話したっけ？
してねえよ。俺は姉貴から聞いただけ。それでだな。トーノがブルー入ってないかちょっと確認したくなってな。
Last session of the game had many fun glimpses. I'm still happy with that. Like, I got my ass kicked, but I'm happy with that one time I screwed one guy really badly where I hit his ball backwards. It was the I died laughing when I did that. That was like the funniest thing I've ever done in that game.
そうか。それで成果は？
早起きするほど面白い見せ物じゃなかったぜ。がっか。
ご期待に添えず申し訳ない。ほんと、有彦暇人だな。
暇人だからゴシップ好きなんですよ。
He loves the drama.
小学生の自分からよそに預けられてたんだろ。どんな理由かは知らないが、それから7年も経つんだ。なんで今になって感動してた息子を呼び戻すんだよ、お前さ。
感動されていたわけじゃない。なんとなく屋敷から出るように言われただけだ。
トノ君、君ね。なんと
Weird.
なくで子供を家から追い出す過程があったら、それは悲
That
劇
is
じ
a
ゃなく
very
て
weird
笑い
thing,
話ですよ。ただし、ほら一歩手前、寒すぎて笑えねえけどな。
He laughs in an exaggerated manner. The way he never takes anything seriously is one of his best qualities. Just chill, bro. The truth is, my father and I had been on bad terms long before the car accident and hospitalization. The Tono family is a distinguished household dating back centuries, with customs very different to those of a regular family. My childhood memories are of an enormous old house and the oppressive, antiquated practices of the family within. The family is wealthy, which shares in a wide variety of companies. My father, Tono Makihisa, wasn't much of a businessman, but the assets he inherited from my grandfather were more than enough to help his businesses make a fortune. A mansion from another era, a high-class lifestyle that valued history and decorum. Any child would have found life in that mansion unbearably dull. So when I was told to go live with the Arimas, I had no qualms about leaving my real family behind. I think it was the best outcome I could have asked for. I got along well with the Arimas. Keiko and Fumiomi treated me no differently than if I had been their child by birth. I'd always wanted to be a part of a normal family, and living with them gave me that opportunity. I don't have any regrets there. With one exception, my sister, Akiha. She was a year younger than me, and I left her behind at the Tono manor. I wonder if she resents me. I mean, why wouldn't she? I left her in that giant lonesome house with no one for company but that pig-headed old man. It's not hard to imagine what she thinks of me, of the brother who ran away from it all. sister.
そうだな。確かに。なんとなくで家から追い出されたら、そりゃ笑うしかない。
だろ？おまけに二度と敷居はまたぐなっていう決め台詞付きだ。世間様ではそういうのを感動って言うんだ。今まで聞かなかったけどな。お前、なんで感動されたんだ？
Yeah, I don't have a good answer for it myself. I think in the end it may have just been a lot of unfortunate coincidences. I was unlucky.
ま、話したくないならいい。
Arihiko picks up his bowl with both hands and drinks down the broth. Lunch always feels so short. I follow his example and quickly down the rest of my food. School comes to an end for the day. I look out over the schoolyard from my seat, unable to will myself back to the mansion. The classroom, dyed a red-orange by the sunset, looks like a watercolor painting. It makes my eyes throb a little. There's something about the vermilion that's unsettling. As the hue pierces my eyes, I'm hit with a wave of nausea. I guess I have trouble with anything that reminds me of blood. The reality is, I've grown weak to it. Isn't curry udon broth very thick? I guess it's definitely thicker than normal broth for ramen. For any noodles, but you can probably still gulp it, yeah. Seven years ago, I was on the verge of death. I was caught in a terrible accident, a building collapse. My wounds were so severe that most people thought I didn't have a chance. Luckily for me, all of my injuries were focused in one place and my doctors were able to get to me fast. It almost feels like it happened to someone else, thinking back like this. There's a lot I still don't know about it. Something struck my chest with such force that it impaled me. I passed out immediately. Like a machine that had its plug pulled. All I remember after that is the pain and the cold. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. The scar still remains on my chest. From what they told me, I not only hit my back hard, but a piece of glass pierced my chest as well. That's how I got the burn-like scars on my chest and back. When I was finally able to look at the wounds, I almost passed out from the sight of them. Ever since then, I've been prone to bouts of anemia. I've caused a lot of trouble for the people around me, collapsing suddenly all the time. I assume that's why Makihisa, my father, decided that I wasn't healthy enough to be his heir. I hold down the urge to vomit. I breathe deeply, waiting for the needling in my eyes to subside. A mark of death hidden under my school uniform. I've been able to see the lines ever since the accident. It's only thanks to the glasses Master gave me that I've kept some semblance of a normal life. Without them, I'm sure I would have gone mad a long time ago. Keiko was worried that the Tonos weren't normal when we said goodbye this morning. But there was no need. The reason being... I'm hardly normal myself. I push my glasses back up the bridge of my nose and grab my bag. Are VNs how I lost my Finnish accent? Not really VNs in particular. It's just streaming for many years, basically. Yeah. I wanted to improve my articulation over time as well. And I think I've managed to do a pretty good job at that as well. So it's just basically just streaming for like 5, 6 years now. Regularly. Again, if you look at my really old stuff, there's a bit of an accent there for sure. And it's not like I'm completely devoid of an accent right now either. But I want to say I kind of speak quote-unquote standard English. Standard... Is it American English, I guess? I don't know what to call it. Stuff like that. I can't stay in the classroom forever. Choice time. Wander around school, go back to the mat. Let's do a save again. Wander around school, go back to the manor. Let's spend some time at school. I feel like this could be a bigger choice as well because they're very different, but yeah, let's just stay here for now. Try speaking Japanese, English in one stream. I probably could, since I can read Japanese as well and pronounce Japanese. I probably could try to read English in like how you would read Japanese phonetics, if that's what you're saying. Honestly, I'm still not quite ready to go back. I don't really have anything to do, but maybe wandering around the school will help ease my nerves. Try a bit now. It's gonna be so cursed. Come zo Sinkovito. I made plans with someone this morning. Okay, I'm not gonna do that though. That's so cursed.
そうだった。電車の中で。
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, don't worry. I just did one sentence for the fun of it. Okay. That would be not good. It must be fate that I remembered that at this exact moment. Fate, he says. Ooh. That's certainly a word that has been tossed around this VN a lot already. Obviously, you know, just a coincidence, but it's fun. I've still got time before the school locks up. I might as well check out the tea ceremony room. The tea ceremony club's room is hidden at the end of the student club's annex. It took me about 10 minutes to find this place, far longer than I expected. It didn't help that nobody knew anything about a tea ceremony club. I ended up going to the faculty room myself and looking it up on the floor plan, and now I'm here.
すみません。先輩、いますか?
Oh, we get to see Senpai again, maybe. I knock on the sliding door as I call out. A moment later. Oh.
おや、誰かと思えばトーノくん。
I'm gonna do a little thumbnail moment here. Let's see, how do I hide this stuff? This looks like something I could easily use for the thumbnail, because I can place stuff on the left. This is a meta moment if you're watching this on YouTube. Maybe this is the thumbnail for the video. There's at least one I can use. I might not use this, but... There we go. Meta moment. A face I know all too well emerges.
もしかして遊びに来てくれたんですか？いえ、これは遊びに来てくれたと見ました。
Dude, she's so happy about it.
さ、そういうことなら中にどうぞ。ちょうどトーノくんと話したかったところです。
はあ。
Wow.
それじゃあ遠慮なくお邪魔します。
I'm a little taken aback by Ciel's eagerness, but I did come here just to see her. I step into the room. Wow, very traditional. Where's Sennorikyu? She'd be at home here. The room is far more authentic than I thought it would be. It's actually a full-on Japanese-style room.
驚いた。うちの学校にこんな教室があったなんて知らなかった。完全に趣味の部屋じゃないか。
私もそう思います。形式上は部活動のためということになってましたが、校長先生の趣味でしょうね。もっとも、私が入るまでは使われていなかったようですが。
She walks onto the mats ahead of me. With a clatter of porcelain, she begins preparing the tea.
先輩が来るまで使われていなかった。
そうなんです。もったいないことに、茶道部は部員数ゼロの架空部活に甘んじていたのです。
SMH。
お菓子は心の安定剤。和菓子の良さを伝える道が廃れているなんて、街から笑顔が消えるようなもの。いえ、雨の日に捨てられた子犬を見捨てるようなもの。
Well, she's very passionate about this topic.
ですので、先生方にお願いして茶道部を再開させていただいたんです。 部員はまだ私一人なので、5人揃うまでの仮運転ではありますけ
So
ど。
it's not an actual club per se because they don't have enough members yet, but I'm surprised more people haven't joined because she's popular, right? She could probably pull off at least 4 others to make it an official club.
そうなんだ。先輩、好きなんだ、お菓子。
I'm pretty sure there's more to the tea ceremony than that, but that's not my business.
はい、本命は洋菓子ですが、丁寧に作られたお菓子に寄せはありませんから。
Cake.
ともあれ、茶道部の首相として地道に勧誘活動を続けているんです。そのおかげで放課後とか休み時間とか、こんな風に自由に部室を使わせてもらっているんですよ。遠野くんも何かありましたらぜひ。私、放課後は大抵ここにいますから。
そうなんですか。
It's as if she's using the club room as her own private space, like a secret hideout. Whoa. Though I'm flattered by her invitation, I wonder how this will help with the revival of the tea ceremony club.
けど、遠野くんも物好きなんですね。確かにお誘いはしましたけど、あれだけでここまで足を運んでくれるなんて。もしや、顔に似合わず肉食系ですか？
Whoa. Her teasing causes the back of my neck to grow hot. I wasn't trying to hit on her, I just figured I'd stop by. But as I form my reply, I realize I'm making excuses.
いや、本当に特に理由はなかったんですけど。
She does have a good point. I'm not usually the sort of person to take someone up on this kind of invitation. Come to think of it, why did I come here? 'Cause I made you do it! I clicked that option! Haha, meta moment.
これは失礼。強くかけすぎちゃいましたか。
She murmurs to herself and claps her hands. Whoa. I squint against the red afternoon sun pouring through the windows. While I was busy admiring the room's decor, Ciel took some floor cushions out of the closet and laid them out on the tatami mats. Wow. That's a thumbnail picture as well. Damn, there's so many choices. I'm gonna take this one too. Damn. So many good choices. Probably won't be the last one either. Looks like we're going to have an actual tea ceremony.
あのさ先輩、俺こういう作法苦手なんですけど。
そこは問題なく。私だって
You know what this reminds me of? I just realized. Oh my god.
楽にしてください。
There you go. You know what this reminds me of? It's like when in Stay Night, Shiro goes to their dojo and Saber is sitting there in the same pose. This is fuck, I should know what this is called. It's not Dogeza, it's fuck, what is it called? It's another za. I forgot, but there's a word for this. But yeah, the Saber does the same thing when Shiro goes to the dojo, right? And it's a very traditional Japanese room as well, so Seiza, there you go. I should know that, I'm blanking so bad, but yeah, it's Seiza. That's what it's called. True. This is what that reminds me of. Gyoza? No, that's a different thing. Hey, Fawaz, thanks for gifting Tar a sub, hey, much appreciated. Thank you, and welcome back to the Go Gang. It's Zabania, true. On the table are a teapot and teacups, as well as some snacks to go with the tea. The snacks are nothing fancy. Pre-packaged mini cakes and rice crackers that can be found at any convenience store. I guess this really is just a place to drink tea and chat. Yeah, that's fair, Fawaz. Thanks for dropping by and gifting us up, though. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your Sunday.
気軽におしゃべりするだけなんですから、堅苦しいのはなしにしましょう。そういうのは楽しくありませんからね。正座とかしないで足を崩しちゃってもいいですよ。
No, there she even says it. It's like, you don't have to say that if you don't want to. She smiles softly as she pours 2 cups of tea.
はあ、真面目なんだかおおらかなんだかよくわからない人ですね、先輩は。
I take the cup of tea and bring it to my mouth. I had no part in it, but the Arimas ran a tea ceremony school. Growing up in their household, I've become quite accustomed to spending time drinking tea in a room like this. I drink slowly, savoring my time here as much as the tea. And then I notice it. Ciel is staring at me with an uneasy look on her face.
どうしたんですか、先輩。浮かない顔してますけど。
ああ、なんだかトーノくんの方が落ち着いてるなってちょっと驚いてました。
いや、うちはもともと厳しい家だったから、こういうのに慣れているだけです。それより先輩、話がしたかったって何ですか？
はい、朝のお礼をまだしていなかったので、電車で迷惑をかけてしまったでしょ。だからそのお詫びとしてこうしてお世話をしてあげたいなって思ってたんです。
Wow. She smiles, not seeming to realize what she said.
お世話って、なんか日本語の使い方間違ってるよ、先輩。
あれ？そうですか？礼を尽くしておもてなしをすることをお世話をすると言うんじゃないんですか？
I actually don't know how that is, Shadow. Someone in the first part of the video as well left a comment that says maybe you can't stream a certain route of the game or something. So maybe I should figure that out. Just so I don't break any rules or whatever.
言わない。間違いではないと思
You
うけ
should
ど、
be able to.
ちょっと正しくないというか。
I mean, it's been out for a while, so I don't know what the ruling is.
そうでしたか。ごめんなさい。にわか知識でおかしなことを言ってしまって。やっぱり心の伴わない作法はいけませんね。
Her shoulders slump dejectedly. Now I feel bad for making her feel bad.
心伴っていましたよ。正
There's
直に
uploads
言う
of
と
both
嬉しかったです。
routes. I see.
作法はまず心からとも言うし、
Well, maybe we're fine then.
もてなす側の気持ちが本物なら、些細な間違いなんて
Oh,
笑い
there
飛ばせる
used to be
話だと
like
思います。
a period where you couldn't. But maybe now it's fine. Okay. Cool. Well, if someone is watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comments as well, whether it's okay or not. More sources never hurts. I can't help but try to cheer her up. She looks at me right in the eyes. She's so focused on me that I feel like I'm some kind of rare specimen at the zoo. Those eyes, though.
先輩？
Maybe I'm just not used to it, but seeing or being stared at like this is incredibly awkward.
トーノくん、やっぱり似合いすぎてます。私より年下なのに落ち着いていて生意気です。
Damn. Easy. She glares at me. For the second time, I find myself confused about why she acts the way she does.
すみません。なんだか偉そうな言い分でしたね、今の。
はい、あんまりに生意気なんで不覚にも感動しちゃいました。年下の男の子にしてやられるのってなんだか気恥ずかしいですね。
Despite her words, she smiles bashfully. This means she's not angry, right?
私、がぜんトーノくんのことが知りたくなっちゃいました。何でもいいですから話してくれると嬉しいです。
いいですけど、俺の話なんかしてもつまらないですよ、先輩。
She replies with a smile, letting me know that she doesn't mind. I guess I have no choice. I don't know if this will satisfy her curiosity, but maybe I can talk about things that have happened at school. Yap commenced. +1 social link. Bond level. I'm so persona brained. I ended up talking for about an hour. It wasn't fun, and Ciel was attentive the whole time. Still, it's not something I'm used to. I suddenly feel very tired. Her favorite part seemed to be my story about the class trip in middle school. Apparently she didn't get one, as she caught the flu the day before and had to miss it.
中学2年生ということは、14歳の頃の遠野くんですか。その頃の遠野くんも見てみたかったです。
What does that mean? Those words paired with that smile would make just about anyone turn red. I could keep talking to her forever, but the sun is beginning to set. As much as I want to stay, I eventually have to excuse myself and leave the tea ceremony room. My path home is different from the one I took yesterday. It leads me from a compact middle-class neighborhood to one where large, expensive houses line the street. Every step brings me closer to the Tono mansion. This background is so Nasu-pilled. The area isn't completely unfamiliar to me. It may have been 7 years ago, but I have vague memories of this place from when I was 10. It's a strange feeling. This path feels both new and familiar at the same time. Hey, Versi. Yeah, it's very stay night feeling. I climb up a long hill. The rows of houses disappear from view. The smell of greenery tickles my nostrils. I may be in the middle of the city, but this place feels anything but modern. Almost everything from here on is owned by the Tono estate, the mansion I live in until the age of 10. The only things left for me there are old memories and relatives I never got along with. Though now, only one close relative remains in the mansion. Tono Makihisa, the father that hated me so much, passed away the other day. My mother died from an illness the year Akiha was born. So the only Tonos left will be my sister and I. Yeah. Did we know about the mom? I forgot. As the eldest son, I would have taken over as the head of the family, but I no longer have that right. Being the Tono heir means a restrictive and cloistered childhood. I don't know how many times I was told off by my father for trying to escape all that. That's why when I was left defective after my accident, he took the opportunity to cast me out. I'm sure he felt that even though I was the eldest, he couldn't leave the family in the hands of someone who could keel over dead any moment. To my father's surprise, I recovered, but Akiha had already been chosen as the next heir to the family. An actual question. Like, no, I mean about the mom being dead. Was that mentioned already before? The father passing, I think, was mentioned, but I'm not sure if the mom passing was. Maybe it was. Aki had been raised as the prized daughter of the Tono, but after my accident, she had to endure a harsher education befitting her new station. We played together in the gardens until I was 10, but I haven't seen her once since then. It was mentioned? Yeah, makes sense. Now it's been 7 years. I wonder how the Tono mansion has changed. I won't have to wonder for much longer. If anything should come to mind now, it would be... Wait, this is a choice? Interesting. Sure. Father, sister, someone else. Well, I don't know anything about this, so I'm not gonna pick third. Let's pick the sister, I guess. Why not? But my sister, Akiha, she visited me a number of times when I first moved in with the Arimas. I wasn't able to see her because of my daily hospital visits, and once she started staying in the dorms at a girls' academy, we only ever exchanged a few letters. Unlike her, I had been expelled from the family. That's why I was able to live as freely as I have. After 7 years, my sister and I must have very little in common. Honestly, I don't really have any desire to go back to the mansion, except Akiha is there. When we were children, she was a quiet girl who always looked meek and timid. She'd follow me around wherever I went. With her long black hair and fine dresses, she looked like a princess out of a fairy tale, locked in some tower and awaiting rescue. I know I have no right to just slip back into being a big brother now, but I've worried about her these 7 years. She was the first thing I thought of when I learned of Makihisa's death. All alone in that massive house after her father's death. More than anything, I felt responsible because my carefree lifestyle had forced the burden of the Tono family onto her. I think the reason I agreed to return to the manor was to make amends for leaving her behind. Nice gate. Big ass gate. The main gate is shut tight. I remember thinking it was big when I was a child, but after living in a normal house, I realized how massive this place is. The mansion sits on a hill overlooking the city, giving the Tonos a view of all they control. So now this reminds me of Mahoyoru, because again it's like a foresty place with the gate. It's on a hill overlooking the city. It's like Alice's place, right? There's so many like similarities between a lot of these. The grounds alone are bigger than my high school. Include the forest behind the manor, and it's easily triple the size. Surrounding the perimeter is a wall of trees and a long fence preventing outsiders from peering inside. The entrance at the main gate is closed, turning away those who would seek entry. Yeah, I guess Rin, even her place is a similar situation, you know? Next to the massive gate for cars to pass through, there's a smaller door for people. I hesitate for a moment before pressing the call button. It doesn't make any noise as I push it. After a few seconds, the lock opens with a welcoming click.
ここのドア、全自動になったんだ。昔は守衛さんがいたんだけどな。
Well. I opened the heavy door and passed through the stone gate. The door gives a satisfying clunk behind me, locking itself again. Hey Vin. I make my way along a gently sloped path deeper into the grounds. The walkway, surrounded by tall trees, feels almost like a tunnel. It stretches 40 meters east, then turns at a 90-degree angle to the north. Memories flood back with each step I take. I know this path. I've walked it many times. Just a little further, I reach the corner. My feet guide me towards the north, the rest of my body following close behind. Then on the left... Flashbang! Wow. Okay, I think it's even bigger than Alice's. That's crazy. Of all the Type Moon mansions I've seen so far, I want to say this is the biggest, unless we count Ilia's Castle, which might be bigger than this. I don't know. It's between Ilia's Castle and this, I think, for the biggest one I've seen. That is big. The Tono Mansion, its great white walls standing at attention. A sigh escapes my lips in a combination of wonder and resignation. That was a castle? Yeah, but it's still a fancy building of an important character that they, you know, reside in. So I feel like... Well, I guess at that point we might as well include... Gouto Temple, right? Maybe it's too much. Yeah, so maybe we should stick to mansions. So this one probably takes the cake in that case. Yeah. The mansion looks just like it did back then. According to my father, the building has been the same since my grandfather inherited it from his grandfather, though it was repaired once after the war. For the past few centuries, it's been a seat of power passed from one generation to the next. This is a holy ground for Makihisa. No, for all those related to the Tonos. I remember seeing different adults vying for a piece of it, currying flavor with the old man while staying at the mansion for the yearly family meeting. They were all extremely successful business people with their own fancy homes, but for whatever reason they were obsessed with the Tono manor. Getting to live there must have been a point of pride for them. It all sounds ridiculous. It's just a big fancy house to me. I've never been comfortable with being privileged.
さて
There's no going back now. A small doorbell is placed next to the comparatively huge double doors. I shake off my nerves and ring the bell. There is no familiar ding-dong. The heavy silence continues for a few seconds. The sound of hurried footsteps comes from the other side of the doors.
はい、お待ち申し上げておりました。
The doors swing open with surprising ease for their size. It's so bright. Damn, it really is not so cold. And look at the interior. It's just like a Rid's place again. I narrow my eyes at the waning afternoon light streaming through the windows. I had meant to prepare myself for the sight, but my breath catches as I look over the gigantic lobby. What astonishingly beautiful architecture. It feels like I've traveled to a different country in a different time. The look of the budget is so old-fashioned, even the very air itself seems foreign. Even so, the lobby still feels familiar. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I recognize the maids as well. I don't really know anything about them, but, you know, I've obviously seen them in various things. Red Okita, yeah, the hair is the same, including the ribbon, pretty much, I think. It's very uncanny. I can see where a particular design was inspired from. I find myself frozen as the girl who answered the door stands before me, dressed in traditional attire.
よかった。あんまりにも遅いものですから、お迷いになられているのではと心配していたんですよ。
Interesting voice.
日が落ちてもいらっしゃらないようでしたら、こちらからお迎えに向かうところでした。
The girl wearing an apron over her kimono smiles brightly.
いや
I find myself speechless at this unexpected welcome. I was expecting the stony-faced man who served as my father's assistant and butler to be the one to greet me. The girl tilts her head, likely wondering at the reason for my hesitance.
四季様ですよね。
Dude, I've definitely heard this voice, but I can't place it.
はい。様っていうのはその余計だけど。
ですよね。もう脅かさないでください。私また間違えてしまったのかと怖くなってしまったじゃないですか。
The girl wags her finger like a mother admonishing her child. She seems genuinely upset with me for having worried her, yet even so her smile never fades, nor does the warmth emanating from her. An apron draped over her kimono, coming to greet me and calling me master. That must mean...
すみません。もしかしてここのお手伝いさんですか？
The girl answers my question with a smile.
さあ、お疲れでしょ。遠慮せずに上がってくださいな。秋葉様がお手すきになるまで居間でおくつろぎください。
Well... The girl motions for me to follow her and begins walking. We move towards the hallway on the east side of the lobby, next to the giant staircase. I seem to remember that the parlor is just inside the hallway. Oh, choice again. Sure, dude. What do we do? Follow her quietly, call out to her and ask her name, get the urge to explore? I'm gonna ask her name, because I want to know. I actually forget. I think I have heard of their names or whatever, but I don't remember them, so fuck it, dude. I decide to call out to her and ask her name. Actually, I do remember one name now, which I assume this girl is, if it's the one that starts with an H. I can't just be calling her Miss Housekeeper the whole time.
すみません。 名前を聞いていいですか？来たばかりで今のうちの事情がよくつかめなくて。
I call out to her. The kimono-clad girl looks at me surprised.
琥珀と申します。
Oh,
このお屋敷で
it's the other one then.
ご当主様に仕えさせていただいておりま
Alright,
す。
fair enough. This is the K one. Did not remember the other name, but yeah. There you go. Kohaku. The girl, Kohaku, gives a slight bow and a smile. It's a lovely kind of gesture, somehow evocative of a bud blooming into a flower. Sure, dude. Very elegant mansion. The girl leads me to the parlor. The parlor looks so much fancier compared to what I remember. It's like seeing it for the first time. Either I'm just too used to how things were with the Arima family, or they've made this room even more extravagant since I was last here. Regardless, this place feels like someone else's home. I look around the parlor restlessly.
借りてきた猫ちゃんみたいですね。
Should I use this as a thumbnail? Maybe I should use a new character. I'm taking so many screenshots for thumbnails. Let's see.
お気持ちはわかりますが、どうぞ楽にしてくださいまし。ここは四季様の家なんですから。
そうですよね。
Flustered, I lower myself onto the sofa. It's pathetic how overwhelmed I've become from simply returning home. The kimono-clad girl makes her way over to a cart in the corner of the room and pours a cup of tea from it. She places the cup on a tray and carries it over to me.
どうぞ、そちですが。
ありがとうございます。
I can't help but feel a sense of embarrassment, being waited on with such a warm smile. I think that's just who I am, rather than something that comes from living with a more modest family.
秋葉様に声をおかけしてきますので、しばらくお待ちくださ
Can I
い。
figure out the voice? Not really.
そうです。
It's definitely a voice I've heard, but I don't
お
know.
そらく10分ほどかかりますから、それまでお屋敷の中を見て回るのもよろしいかと。
It's so familiar. Oh, you can like replay voice lines from here?
いいんですか？勝手に歩き回って。
何をおっしゃいますやら。ここは四季様のお家です。勝手も何もございません。いえ、でも2階はちょっと行けませんね。秋葉様がいらっしゃいますから。
I don't know. But I guess Shadow already gave kind of a hint, so I wonder. So it's a round table servant? Is it Inoue Marina or something who was his bar guest? I don't know. I have no idea.
1階でしたらお好きにご観覧ください。四季様にとっては7年ぶりのお屋敷ですもの。
Oh, it's Gareth, isn't
懐か
it?
しくて胸が
It
弾んでい
must
ます
be
でしょ。
Gareth. Lancelot? Wait, what? Huh? It's Gareth, right? What's her VA's name? Who's she called again? I remember. Kuwahara Yuki. Okay, I would not know her name then, yeah. So I just had to remember a character specifically, okay. Yeah, makes sense. She has a very similar tone with this character, at least for now. Mariaise. No, I can recognize Mariaise, don't worry. That one I will recognize. That's Guchan and many other characters in anime I've watched. Yeah. Her voice I will recognize.
参ったな。
My muttering echoes sadly through the extravagant parlor. Do I stay here sitting nervously? Or do I take a look around the mansion? Another choice. Alright. I'm guessing this game has a lot of choices. Which, you know, fair enough. It's kind of refreshing since Mahoyoru had like basically 0 choices. Wait here, stretch my legs. Let's walk around. Who cares about sitting? Just walk around. Let's see. Let's see what we can find. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, huh? Maybe I'll take a look around if I have that much time. I should have time to look around the east wing at the very least.
ここにいても緊張するだけだしな。
I rise up from the couch. I think I remember the rec room had a billiards table and a dartboard in the west wing.
おや、戻る前に立ち寄ったのだが、先客がいたとはね。
What the hell? It's a dude's voice. Yeah, true, dragon. A voice calls out the moment I step into the lobby. I turn to the giant staircase to find... What the hell? What the fuck? Why is his face fully covered in like bandages? That's scary, bro. A strange man dressed head to toe in black.
こんにちは、四季君。塔の邸にようこそ。
Oh my.
というのは間違いか。君の場合、お帰りというのが正しかった。
Wow. I'm guessing his face is burnt or something? The man who, based on his voice, I'd assume in his 30s, descends the stairs calmly. There is not a trace of color on him. His entire body is wrapped in black bandages. It looks like he stepped straight out of a mystery novel. I'm gonna try and figure out his voice as well, yeah. No hints, please.
あなた。
覚えていないのか。
It sounds like Suabe, but I'm gonna guess it's not him. But it's a very similar voice at the very least.
そうか。私だよ。佐伯ゴートだ。
It's just, it is definitely a familiar voice I've still heard before. Saiki Gouto. I don't know anything about this guy, honestly. Like some Tsukihime characters I know stuff from, or at least recognize them or know their names. This guy, no clue.
君が子供の頃に何度か顔を合わせたことはあったが、このなりではね、覚えていても一致はしないだろう。
This is definitely a servant's voice in FGO as well. That much is certain. But it's not Suabe. Wait, I'm trying to picture Subservient in my head. I need to hear more. Saiki? Was there a branch family with that name? More importantly, this man.
構わんよ。キーの視線には慣れている。私は事故で顔を焼いてしまってね。ずいぶん前からこうでもしないと出歩けない体になっている。日の光は特に厳しい。
It's not Suabe, right? So wait, who is it then? I can't place it, bro. It's not in FGO? Oh. Who is it? I give up. Who is it? I can't think of anyone. If it's not Suabe, which is probably not. Who is it? Also, yeah, he is very burnt.
アキハにも煙たがられているが、
Hikaru?
こればかりは仕方のないことだ。
Is it Tanaka
彼
and
女にも責
Hikaru?
任の一端はあ
But
る。
I don't know his VA's name though, or at least I think I don't. Okay, it's that guy. What's his name? Kobayashi Chikahiro? Yeah, I don't know that name, but I've definitely heard him in anime and stuff. Okay, but not a servant, huh? Right? Is that what you said? Okay. Well, cool. Nice to hear new voices though. Saiki Goto gives a self-deprecating laugh as he lifts his left hand up to shade his eyes. The glare from the skylight must be too bright for him.
しかしまあ、よくも帰ってこられたものだ。
Scary.
君のことだよ、四季君。牧久の言いつけを破って屋敷を抜け出した結果、くだらない事故に巻き込まれて脱落した。
Oh yeah, he was Yagyu in Samurai Remnant. True. That's why it's also fam. Yeah, I played all the DLC too. True. Now that you mention it, I can totally hear it. Yeah.
脱落。そう、脱落だ。君はご両親からの投資を
Oh,
投げ
and
捨て、
Sugimoto
自ら
and
の義務
Golden
を放棄した
Kamui.
脱
That
落
makes
者
so much sense. The final season is airing right now, and I've watched all the episodes so far. Yeah, I hear it. No, I should have immediately thought of that. Dude, yeah, I can hear Sugimoto now. Yeah, you're right. True. It's a little bit of a different tone, in my defense. I think Sugimoto has a bit of a deeper tone. But yeah, it's totally him. Yeah, okay. Anyway.
そんな自分が恥ずかしいと思わないのか。
He's not happy about this though, regardless. I resist the urge to confront him. The contempt in his eyes is obvious, but there's no reason to escalate things further. Besides, he isn't wrong.
おや、反論はないのかな。
ないですよ。義務を放棄したのは事実ですから。でも脱落者とか投資とか家族の話にそんな言葉を使うあなたこそ恥ずかしいとは思わないんですか。
家族の話だからこそ的確な言葉を選んだんだよね。養育は一族の将来への投資だ。知性の人間はともかく選ばれた血筋、尊い家系において個人の自由は存在しない。自由？いや、自意識と言ってもいいな。それらは成人した後、一族を背負えるようになって初めて獲得できる権利のはずだ。君は遠野の子でありながらそれを理解していなかったな。秋葉とは似ても似つかぬ三流だ。まあ一度地に落ちていながら帰ってくる高顔さだけは一流と言えなくもないがね。
Well, doesn't really like him, does he?
そう、やむな四季君。今のはただの客観論だよ。私個人の評価じゃない。
It definitely feels a bit personal at the same time, but you know, fair enough, I guess.
誤解させてしまったようだが、私は君の帰還に反対はしていない。どちらかというと賛成派だし、そもそも遠野家現当主の決定でもある。
What a weird guy.
私にどうこう言えることでもないだろう。
An outsider? He isn't part of the branch family?
佐伯家は祖父の代から遠野家とは対等の付き合いをしている。現代風に言うとビジネスパートナーというやつだ。
Equal families?
今日は商談に来ただけでね。長引いてしまったが、色良い返事をもらえて上機嫌で帰るところだったのさ。ああ、この陰気な姿でせっかくの帰郷に水を差すのも忍びない。
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
この辺りで
Pharisee.
失礼する。
I got the vibe as well. It really is like Archer talking to Shiro. Similar vibes. Even his voice is similar, which is funny. The bandaged man, Saiki Gouto, passes by me and walks towards the entrance, all the while his lips curled in a sarcastic smile. I bite my lip thinking of the word he used. Failure. He's right. The word describes my place in this house perfectly. Regardless, I should go back to the parlor and calm down. I'll walk around later. I don't want to ruin my first meeting with Akiha in 7 years by feeling like this. Alright, time to see the sister. Think I know what she looks like as well, but don't really know much about her at all, besides stuff like that.
Also, good afternoon.
Yo, Legion! 38 months old, big tier 3 as well. Thank you. Huge welcome back to the Go Gang, my dude. And good afternoon. Thank you so much, man. The girl returns exactly 10 minutes later. Oh yeah, Legion, did you see the Paper Mario sesh from last week? We did the Gifter Appreciation Day then. And I assume that was your pick, right? So we played that as well. She must be able to tell that Saiki Goto's words have affected me.
いえ、なんでもないんです。ちょっと気をされているだけで。お茶、ありがとうございました。美味しかった。
お上手ですね。こちらこそお褒めいただきありがとうございます。
She smiles bashfully, brightening the room.
と、それより本題ですね。お待たせいたしました。秋葉様のご用事がお済みになりましたので、執務室においでください。
Alright, let's go. More characters. We ascend the large staircase in the lobby to the second floor. Akiha's office, the heart of the Tono family. I was never allowed to enter Makihisa's office when I was a child. A room occupied by each generation's family head. And that room now belongs to my sister. Wow. Dude, it looks so much... I've been playing Umineko recently. This looks so much like Kinzo's room. It's so similar immediately. In stark contrast to the bright white of the parlor, the office is colored a dark red. Luxurious curtains line the windows. A deep crimson carpet immaculately kept his place on the floor. I wonder if all these books are of European descent as well. The refined air to the room is thick with a sense of history. This is where Makihisa Tono once presided as head of the family, and now it's where Akiha will carry the burden forward.
四季様をお連れしました。
Is that a laptop? Remake tech is real?
ご苦労様。仕事に戻っていいわよ、琥珀。
There's a voice for you. Okay, again, no hints. I'm gonna try and figure out the voice as well. Probably will fail though, let's see.
はい。それでは失礼いたしますね。
Kohaku gives a slight bow before exiting the room. Oh, well there's the other one. The only people left in the room are myself and two girls I don't recognize. Whoa.
お久しぶりですね、兄さん。
Well, there you go. There's the sister, right? Black headband. The dark-haired girl casts a dignified gaze at me as she speaks. My head is blank. The gears in my brain have stopped turning. All I manage to do is nod and agree. I'm pathetic, though I suppose it may be understandable. She looks so different from how I remember her.
兄さん、何かこの部屋に不審な点でも？
Okay, definitely fam. The black-haired girl narrows her eyes as if she were measuring up a stranger.
いや、
Nothing coherent escapes my lips as my mind struggles to catch up. I'm still trying to figure out if she's really my sister or not, even though she's clearly already accepted who I am.
話には聞いていましたが、本当に体調が不安定なんですね。時間は無駄にしますが、私からの話の前にお休みになられますか？
Fuck. It's so tough because again, I should at least maybe even if I don't know the name necessarily of the voice actor, it definitely sounds like I've heard this voice actor talk in other characters I know. Yeah, I'm trying to like imagine another character in my head. She frowns. Her words seem to have more bite to them than I expected.
いや、体調はそう悪くない。秋葉があんまりにも変わってたんで、びっくりしたというか。
7年も経てば変わります。ただでさえ私たちは成長期だったんですから。それとも、いつまでも以前のままだと思っていたんですか？兄さんは。
God damn it, it's so familiar.
いや、 それは。
I stammer, crushed under the weight of her quiet ferocity. I feel bad. After all this time, it hadn't even occurred to me to think about how she may have changed. I had only thought of her as the little girl who used to follow me around. The last 7 years haven't only been hard on me. I'm an idiot for it to only sink in now that she's right here in front of me.
面目ない。正直考えが足りなかった。
Yeah, this looks like an FGO battle sprite, right? That's what I thought too. The side shot. This looks like something like it could be in battle. Actual brain rot. It looks so much like an actual battle sprite. What the hell? Oh my god.
でも、それにしたってアキハは変わったよ。昔より格段に美人になった。
Wow, the compliment though. Clear words finally filter their way out.
ありがとうございます。兄さんは以前とあまり変わってはいませんね。
Wow, did he get dissed? She speaks coldly, her eyes closed. Well, I had expected something like this. She must resent me for leaving the family. Good talk. A silence falls over us as we take a second to study one another. I was unable to say anything worthwhile to a sister I hadn't seen in 7 years. She stares at me with a guarded expression, inspecting me as if I were some intruder, though to her I very well may be.
まあいいでしょう。体調が良いのなら話を済ませましょう。
I don't know the voice. Who is it? I'm gonna give up. Yeah, I was about to say. I've heard it in anime or something, but I don't know who it is. Shimoji Shino. Character. I don't know that character in Genshin though. That was released after I stopped playing. Any anime characters or anything?
今回の移転
In
について
Umashi's Nakayama Festa? Oh, I don't know her at all. Again, I mostly just know global Umas. That's not in global, so no idea. Okay, cool. Maybe she just sounds like someone I've heard a lot. I don't know.
いや、詳しい事情は何も。いいから屋敷に帰ってこいって話だけだ。親父が亡くなったことは新聞で知ったけど。
It's not at all surprising that the death of someone presiding over a massive conglomerate would make the business section of most papers. We live in a world where a son, disowned by his family, learns of his own father's death on the internet. The news reached me after his funeral had already happened, like I was a complete stranger.
申し訳ありません。お父様のことを兄さんに知らせなかったのはこちらの失策でした。
Did I play Digimon Survive? Not yet. I assume she's in that, but no, I haven't. Akiha lowers her head quietly. Her hair is beautiful, but that's not important right now. My wording was the problem here.
そこは気にしなくていいんじゃないかな。俺が言ったって死人が生き返るわけでもないんだ。逆に親戚筋に合わなくて助かった。
I can't imagine they would be kind to me.
そうですか。そう言っていただけると私も少しは気が楽になります。
I'm lucky to have such an understanding sister. A funeral is an occasion that offers closure to those unable to accept the passing of a loved one. My relationship with my father ended a long time ago. I have no obligation or desire to attend something like that for Makisa. I haven't thought about how I'd say goodbye to him.
でも、そうなると誰が俺を呼び戻したんだ？親父の遺言ってわけでもないんだろ？
兄さんをこちらに呼び戻したのは私の決定です。いつまでもトーノの長男が有馬の家に預けられているのはおかしいでしょ。どんな欠陥があろうとあなたはトーノの人間なのですから。
Wow. How nice of her. I accept the word defect without a second thought. My father used it often. It doesn't bother me anymore, and if anything, she's right.
お父様、遠野牧久が亡くなった以上、遠野の血筋は私と兄さんだけです。血は守られなければいけません。お父様がどのような考えで兄さんを有馬の家に預けたかは知りませんが。
Did they disown him or something? Basically, yeah. It's not 100% like exactly like a disown, but basically is, yeah. Yeah, they just after he had his big accident where they thought he might not even make it, and then he came out okay after that, they were just like, hey, just go to another family now. And then now after 7 years, he's back. But the little sister is the head of the family instead. That's the gist of it. No good luck with that, Kota, but hello, hello.
理由が定かではない以上、党の指揮をこちらで監督するのは家族として当然のことでしょ。
Yeah, it's not like a complete exile from the family, you know? They're just like sending him away with maybe a chance to return eventually, which is happening basically now. Akiha's words are quiet but firm, as if she were shutting down any possible objections I could have before I even raise them.
監督するか。じゃあもし遠野の家に帰ることを
Yeah, it's not like a formal disown.
どうなっていたんだ。
そんな自由はあなたにはありません。有馬の人間にも本家からの決定を拒む権利
Yeah,
はあ
I
りま
guess
せん。
Arimas are a branch of the family, so they just have to obey the bigger one.
私も兄さんも遠野家に育てられたものです。少なくとも成人し社会的に自立するまではあなたは遠野家に隷属する義務があります。
Makisa used to say the same thing. Parents are responsible for raising their children and preparing them for society. Just like any good business, a family can't be sending defective products to market. It would only serve to harm their good name and degrade society as a whole. An individual unwilling to remove such a product has no right to be a parent, and a child unable to bear the responsibilities given onto them has no place in the family. Tono Makisa spoke of this many times to Akiha and I, almost like it was more for him than us.
親父の口癖だったな。じゃあ俺を呼び戻した理由は単に。
She cuts me off without any consideration for her poor brother, disowned by his narrow-minded father.
どのような経緯であれ、あなたが遠野家の長男だからです。それ以外に理由があるとでも。
Just another day of cleaning up loose ends for the head of the Tono family.
理解していただけて何よりです。
You know what? This is another thumbnail shot. I'm gonna have all the options in the world. Good shot. Take a shot every time I take a screenshot.
私の発言は遠野家当主のものとして受け取ってください。戸籍上ではあなたは私の兄ですが、この家における上下関係はまた別のものです。兄さん、私はあなたを兄として尊重しますが、同時にこの家を預かるものとしてあなたを遠野家の財産として扱います。7年前のことは忘れて、私たちは当主とその家人であることを肝に銘じてくださいますよ。
She speaks without emotion. This is a command from the head of the house, rather than my sibling. It carries an air of cold detachment. But...
それはそれでわかりやすい。
Before somehow a DJ screen cap used for the thumbnail. I can't, even if I wanted to. One, there's probably no option for that, like from the game itself. And two, I can't go with any kind of loot stuff for a while until my Azure Lane warning expires. It's too risky.
はっきり言ってくれた方が俺もすっきりする。
In fact, you know what's funny? Raish sent me a new free-to-play upload today as well, and I had to ask him to change one part of the video because I just don't want to risk it. It was probably fine to post, but there's a small chance it could actually trigger some YouTube stuff again, so I didn't want to risk it. I felt bad about it though, because it was kind of funny, but I asked him if he can re-edit one part of the video. So, unfortunate. This is the natural way of things. There's no reason for me to be offended.
私の言葉を理解していますか？
うん。
私は兄さんより上の立場で、それを承諾しろと一方的に宣言したつもりですけど。
分かってるし、文句はないよ。だって、どう考えてもこの扱いになるだろう、今の俺は。
Crazy how licensed non-R-rated games can get you in trouble. Yeah. I can kind of see it though, because it's so heavily emphasized and, you know, ridiculous, but yeah, at the same time it is kind of silly.
むしろ、7年間好き放題に生きてきた俺に、妹としてきちんと礼を取ってくれる明葉に感謝してる。けど、明葉の考えは別にして、親戚の連中がよく納得したな。俺を有馬の家に預けろって言い出したの。確か親戚の人たちじゃなかったっけ？
That it's an actual thing.
そうですね。ですが、今の当主は私です。
Oh wow.
親戚の方たちの進言はすべて却下しました。
Does anyone else? This is very Rin-like, right? This pose, this face. This is a very Rin-like thing. Wow.
この件に関して意見を挟むということは、私に、ひいてはトーノに逆らうことだと明言しましたから。
I'm stunned. Even Makisa wasn't able to ignore our relatives, but Akiha was able to persuade them? No, if anything, she probably argued them into submission. I see. She has grown in more ways than one. And as her brother, it's a little terrifying.
兄さん
Rin doesn't pose so much in fight. She does, where she, like, you know, lifts her hair with one arm like that. Yeah, or one hand rather.
ぼーっとした
It's a
お顔をされ
classic
ています。
sprite of hers.
何か
I guess. Do you think it's Nasu who says to include those, or do you think it's Takeuchi who's like, I'm gonna draw this character doing this pose, and then Nasu is like, yeah, go for it? I want to say it's probably Takeuchi's idea, but I don't know how it works. Or maybe it's both. Yeah, maybe they both come up with that stuff. Okay.
ああ、いや、感心したというか、感動したというか、本当に当主として認められたんだな。
They're the same person. Yeah, true.
当たり前です。そうでもなければ、兄さんを呼び戻せないでしょう。話を戻します。兄さんには今日からここで暮らしていただきますが、ここにはここの規律があります。今までのような無作法は避けていただきます。
This too is such a Mahoyoru moment. You know, starting to live in this mansion now. Classic.
そりゃ無理だよ、アキハ。今さら俺がお行儀いい人間に戻れるわけないし。
いえ、
Whoa.
何があろ
Did
う
you
と
hear
戻
that
っていた
step?
だきます。
Sound design though.
子供じゃあるまいし、試す前から泣き言は結構です。それとも、私にできたことが兄さんにはできないとおっしゃるのですか？
This is a little Rin-like too. Not as much as the previous one, but this one too. She shoots a frigid glare in my direction. I'm tempted to do another thumbnail shot. I'm doing it and no one can stop me, chat. I'm doing more thumbnails. Maybe I can use some of these for future episodes as well. It pierces through me like an icicle. There's no doubt about it. 7 years worth of resentment is finally being blasted my way now.
わかった。できるだけ努力はしてみる。
努力はする。ですか。都合のいい返答ですね。
There's the battle sprite again. I'm gonna make so many people mad that don't care at all about FGO. In case there's probably some people that will watch this Let's Play on YouTube that don't care at all about FGO, and me doing all these like comparisons and whatnot. They're gonna get so triggered. Oh man. I'm unable to form any kind of response in the face of her ruthless assault. Her design Noji was the best, and it actually improved on her design. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it looks clean and nice, yeah.
兄さんは今まで自由気ままに暮らしていたんですから、すぐに生活を正せとは言いません。
Whoa.
最短で1週間。
A different hair
最長
holding
で1ヶ
sprite.
月の猶予を差し上げます
Now
ので、
it's on the other
どうぞ死ぬ
side.
気で努力してください。
Well, I don't think I'll be getting any more time after that. This must be how she makes compromises.
ですね。そこまで無茶な話ではあ
Wait,
りませ
who
んから。
makes this pose? This is also a classic pose. But it's not the Rin, is it? Fuck, I'm blanking, I should know. Is it Saber? No. Who makes this pose? Is it Saber? It is Saber. Okay, okay. Because this is a very familiar pose too. It's like almost identical, basically. With the same look on the face as well. Yeah.
現在、屋敷には兄さんと私しか住んでいません。うるさ型の親戚筋がいては、兄さんも落ち着けないでしょうし、私も煩わしいので、人払いは済ませました。
Saber when no food. Wait a second. Had them leave, then...
お前、屋敷に居候してる親戚全員追い出したのか。
Wow.
ええ、どうぞお気になさらず。
The boss lady has her way.
家と財産を失いながら、何の努力もせず、お父様の温情にすがっていただけの方々です。遅かれ早かれ、屋敷から出て行ってもらう
They
予
probably
定
could
でした。
Varys if they wanted to, yeah.
ああ、使用人たち
Maybe
も
minimal
大部分に
adjustments.
暇を出しましたが、私と兄さん付きのものは残しましたので、問題はありません。
Keep two, yeah. I think I've seen them now. And one is still in this room too, right? They just haven't said anything.
いや、問題ないってありすぎるだろ。そんな勝手をしまくったら、次の親戚会議でやり玉にあげられるぞ。
もう、つべこべ言わないでください。ガオー。
Oh. Hey, Igor with 19 months. Hey, thank you so much, dude. And a welcome back to the Go Gang. Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
兄さんだって屋敷の中に人があふれ返っているより、私たちしかいない方が気持ちは楽でしょ。
She's definitely right about that.
いや、でもだな。本当にそれでいいのか。親父だって親戚の意見には逆らわなかったのに、そんな暴君みたいなわがままを通しちまって。
そうですね。だからお父様は兄さんを有馬の家に預けたんです。
Oh, that was a very
けれ
delayed
ど
TTS.
私、
I thought
子
it
供の
bugged.
頃からあの人たちが大
Hello,
嫌いでしたから。これ以上どうでもいい彼らの小言を聞くのはごめんです。
Did you recognize the other maid's game when she speaks? Hopefully.
ごめんですって、アキハ。
ああ、もういいから私なんかの心配は結構です。そんなことより、兄さんはこれからのご自分の生活を案じてください。いろいろ大変なことになるって目に見えているんだから。
She says this curtly, forcing the conversation in another direction.
状況はご理解いただけたとは思いますが、兄さんはまだ有馬での暮らしが抜けきれていない様子。ま、それもいいでしょう。そのための使用人です。
Not bad.
この先、わからないことがあったら、この子に言いつけて。
Here we go. Introduction, maybe?
Hizui.
Yeah, that's the name I was thinking of. I just didn't know like which is which. Hizui. Akiha without turning calls the girl waiting at the back of the room. Oh. Dude, she looks even more like Mash. What the hell? The girl named Hizui takes a step forward and gives a bow. It's a polite, though emotionless bow, like servitude made manifest. Democracy manifest. Every time I see the word, it's just instantly in my head.
この子は翡翠。うちの使用人です。
Alright, let's hear her voice.
これから兄さん付きの次女にしますが、よろしい
Maybe
です
she doesn't talk. She probably talks way less than Kohaku. She seems like the quiet type. So she's another one of the housekeepers. Wait, what?
次女ってつまりその
わかりやすく言うと、召使いということです。
I don't believe it. Both Akiha and the girl look nothing out of the ordinary. Look like nothing out of the ordinary has been said.
ちょっと待ってくれ。召使いとか大げさすぎないか。自分のことぐらい自分で面倒を見れるっていうか。
食事の支度や洗濯もですか？
Akiha's sure on point.
ともかく、この屋敷に戻ってきた以上、私の指示には従ってもらいます。有馬の家ではどう暮らしていたかは知りませんが、これからの兄さんは遠野家で暮らす遠野家の長男なんです。相応の待遇は義務として受け入れてください。
My gaze wanders over to the girl clad in maid attire. Hizui shows little emotion on her face. She looks like a doll as she returns my gaze.
それじゃあ翡翠、兄さんを部屋に案内してあげて。
Say something.
この人は右も左もわからない子猫と変わらないようですから、この広い屋敷でいきなり迷子にならないようにね。
Well, Akiha certainly is interesting.
かしこまりました、秋葉様。
Okay, I already have an idea, but let me hear more, hopefully. Hizui bows to Akiha and walks toward me quietly. She looks towards me, but her gaze is fixed in a way that ensures our eyes don't meet. Her steps are measured, but far from slow. I can tell she's done this for a long time.
あ、それと兄さん、長男といえど、この屋敷では禁止された事柄、立ち入ってはいけない場所があります。それを犯したりすることのないように。
Oh, I see, Ryan.
翡翠には兄さんのお守りも命じてありますから、翡翠の進言には。
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a fun fact, though. It's kind of morbid. Akiha in the original Tsukihime anime was voiced by Ito Shizuka. Oh man, really? Damn. I mean, honestly, this one sounds good. Honestly, I think she does a good job. But man, we could have had Ito Shizuka as well here. Oh, dude. Then that would have been instantly like no competition, bro. Oh man. Well, it is what it is. Maybe that's the best thing about the anime then.
それ、おもりじゃなくて、
Also, yeah,
監視役
interesting.
って言わないか。
兄さんが規則正しい生活をしてくだされば、翡翠もそんな役割から解放されます。それではまた夕食の席で。
Dinner. Akiha must be busy if she can't spare any more time than this.
お部屋にご案内いたします、四季様。
Okay, I think it's the same. I'm thinking of the same voice that I heard from the first line. This is Ichinose Kana, isn't it? She's a pretty new VA in the industry, but she's already in a lot of big roles. It's Ichinose Kana, isn't it? Yes, okay. So she voices like Farron in Frieren. She voices Suletta in Witch from Mercury Gundam. So she already has a lot of big roles and whatnot. Her voice is semi-easy to recognize. Okay, so yeah, she's a pretty new VA, but I like her voice though, so not bad. Okay. Hizui moves towards the door, paying my obvious confusion no mind. It also helps that, again, Frieren Season 2 is also airing right now when I'm playing this. I sigh as I leave the office. Interesting. We make our way back out to the second floor lobby. The lobby splits the Tono mansion into two wings. It's like a giant bird in flight, extending his wings far in both directions. Each wing is roughly the size of a small hospital. I vaguely recall that the building is symmetrical, with the same number of rooms on both sides.
四季様のお部屋はこちらです。
Well, she does like one of these types of emotional voices pretty well. She can do emotion too. I've heard different types of characters from, but this type of like quote-unquote emotionless voice, she's pretty good at that stuff. Instead of descending the stairs, Hizui continues along the walkway overlooking the lobby towards the west wing. So I'm gonna guess Kohaku is the more lively personality of the two, at least based on very small first impressions. I guess that means my room is on the second floor of the west wing. So yeah, the original voice actors of the maids voiced the Kaleido sticks in Prisma Elia, huh? Damn. When did Hisui's original voice actor pass away then? When was that? The sun has already set outside. Blue carpets line the hallway, extending in either direction. The uniform white walls bring a castle to mind. It's a nice looking place, very clean. The maid walks down the hall lit by warm orange lights. 2015? Oh wow. Yeah, that was a long time ago already.
なんかおとぎの国みたいだ。
Best thing about the OG anime was the OST. More like best thing apparently was Ito Shizuka in that too. Sorry, but that wins by default. Unfortunate. No filter between brain and mouth here.
四季様、何かご質問でも？
Damn, look at the looking behind shot though. Not much of an expression going on, but hey, not bad. She's very pretty as well. As expected.
ただの独り言だから気にしないでくれ。
She gives a slight bow after glancing at me and continues walking again. What a modest but kinda nice room. I don't know what to say. And that's not the first time since returning to the mansion. Floors made with expensive teak wood. A ceiling that must be at least 3 meters high. I think I can see a sunroom further down the hall. What's up with Nasu and sunrooms? Alice had a sunroom in her mansion as well. Does he just like sun? It's like, oh, you have for a Western style mansion, you gotta have a sunroom, dude. The maids are named after the eye colors. Oh yeah, so what colors do Kohaku and Hizui correspond to? They're definitely more elegant colors, because I don't remember those from the top of my head. I know a lot of colors in Japanese, even some rarer ones. Like Ruri, for instance, is Lapis Lazuli, but I don't remember these two. I think I've heard them though. Amber and Jade, okay. Yeah, I would not have remembered those. Well, that's an interesting naming pattern, I guess. Just a rich person thing. I guess, yeah. But it's still funny that a lot of this stuff is like reoccurring. The room she shows me to isn't where you'd expect a high schooler to live.
俺の部屋ってここ。
Oh yeah, there was a Kohaku in Dr. Stone as well, right? I forgot about that. True. I only watched the first season, but I'm pretty sure she was in that too already.
いや、不満なんてあるわけないけど、その。
She's one of the village girls, right? I think. It's way too fancy for me.
四季様。
いいんだ。なんでもない。喜んでこの部屋を使わせてもらうよ。
はい。お部屋は7年前から手を加えていませんので、不自由はないと思います。
There you go. Does that mean...
ちょっといいかな。
He's gonna ask, am I allowed to jork it in here? That's cursed. I have to put one in there.
ここ、7年前は俺の部屋だったとか。
That makes a lot more sense. Will I watch Carnival after finishing this game? Am I missing anything else? So maybe I do actually finally get around to it, yeah.
そう伺っておりますが。
Not for now.
違う
Yeah, I'm
の
probably
で
good
す
to
か？
go after this. She tilts her head slightly. I feel a little better. Oh, melty blood? Ooh. True. It's my favorite for now. From this game? Probably Ciel. Probably. Akiha seems interesting, but Ciel is probably my favorite for now. Not that there's much to go on with, so it's probably going to change a lot over the course of these parts. So she isn't completely devoid of emotion.
まあ言われてみれば確かに。
Also, I only just now noticed, but you see, like, when visual novels, at the end of the text, when there's like, hey, the text ends here, we'll put like a small animated thing. I just now noticed that it's a moon in this game. It's like a crescent moon that spins around. It was probably very obvious to everyone probably already noticed that, but I just now paid attention to that. That it's a crescent moon at the thingy. Yeah, makes sense.
少しは覚えがあるし、きっとそうだったんだろう。
Akiha would be my favorite if she still had blonde hair, or if she still had Ito Shizuka as the voice. True. And if both, I kneel. I freaking kneel, dude. This doesn't feel like my room at all, but I guess that's what happens when you've been gone for 7 years.
けど、やっぱり落ち着かないな。今朝まで4畳半の部屋で暮らしてたからさ。高級ホテル
That
に
lamp
泊まり
looks
に来たみ
gold,
たい
and
な。
what the hell? Maybe it is, honestly. That's just
お気持
Luvia,
ちは
bro.
わかりますが、
Exactly. And
どうかお
and she's the
守りください。
most perfect girl in fiction. So yes, exactly. If that was the case, that would be the best thing ever. Good on you to notice.
四季様は今日から遠野家のご長男なのですから。
Blonde hair doesn't fit her vibe. Yeah, fair. I was mostly memeing. But it would be kind of nice.
まあ、そうだね。せめて外見ぐらいは笑われないように。
Is laughing stock spelled together like that? Doesn't look correct, but I don't know. Maybe it is. I set my bag on the desk and stretch. I'm still a bit overwhelmed by everything, but I don't have much choice other than to just get used to it. It is? Okay. At the very least, I need to be comfortable enough to relax in my own space.
それと、昨夜のうちに届いたお荷物はすべて運び込みましたが、問題はありませんか？
I like that unironically you did a mistake just now, Meisho. A lot is not spelled together. That's such a common mistake though. A lot, there's a space in there between A and lot.
いや、別にないけ
XD,
ど。
funny timing.
なん
And
か持ち
alert
込んじゃいけ
is
ない
like a
ものでも
creature
あ
or
ったか。
something. A lot is something that there's a lot of.
いえ、お荷物が少なすぎるようですから。必要なものがあればご用意いたしますので、どうかお聞かせください。
Wow. He has access to everything. How nice.
そっか。いや、とりあえず足りないものはないよ。
Yeah, that's I don't know how that happens so much, Railgun. It's crazy to me. Like the difference between loose and loose is crazy. Like especially in writing, like, there's such a big difference. But I see people, no one, like it's usually like people write the loose one, the long one. Like someone like if there's a competition, someone's like, do you think they're gonna lose? But then they type in 2 O's. Then it drives me crazy. Like that's such a common mistake. To me, it's like such a big difference, but I guess for a lot of people, they don't know.
もともと荷物は少ないんだ。自分の荷物って言ったら、そのカバンとこのメガネと。
I don't think quiet and quiet are mistaken a lot. I mean, obviously they look super similar because they just have two characters switched positions, but I never really see people mistake those. The only things in my bag are my textbooks and a white ribbon I've kept for a long time.
ともかく荷物のことは気にしないでいい。
Yeah, that's probably a typo instead.
こんな立派な部屋だけで。
Loose is probably not a typo. It's just people being kind of silly and not knowing.
かしこまりました。では、
Ribbon, huh?
1時間後にお呼びに参ります。
1時間後ってもしかして夕食？
はい。それまでどうぞおくつろぎください。
That's also common sounding, and I hate that too. At least, you know, there's a compromise there, which I think is fine. Maybe. Like, if you write should, but add an A at the end, like shoulda, I think that's kind of funny. But should off, that's not okay. That's not okay. I can kind of be okay with if someone writes shoulda, you know, because it sounds funny. But don't write off. She says devoid of emotion as seems to be her usual. But now my problem is how to kill an hour. It's just past 6. If it were yesterday, I would just play with my phone or watch some TV in the living room, but I can't see the mansion having a place for people to get together and wind down.
翡翠、つまらないことを聞くけどさ、この屋敷にテレビとか通信回線とかあるの？
Hey yo, asking the important questions for real, for real.
テレビと通信回線。
Does she not even know what they are? Uh-oh. She narrows her eyes ever so slightly. Even asking the question gives me a headache. Asking about modern luxuries in a decadent, old-fashioned mansion like this seems wrong.
今にはありません。西館には
No.
娯楽室がありますが、
Oh.
こちらは鍵がかけられて
Oh
います。
man. Well,
先日まで登竜なされていた皆様は私物を持ち込まれていましたが、
I better hope he has phone data or those gacha login streaks are gone.
残ってはいないと思います。
Let's see.
アキハが追い出した親戚筋か。登竜って誰がどのくらいしてたんだ？
久我峰様のご長男とそのご家族の皆様が1階に士官の3部屋を、東崎様のご三女とその婚約者の方が2階に士官の角部屋を、
Well,
木島様のご長
it's a
男
lot
は
of names, bro.
1階東館の1部屋を、皆様3年ほどお過ごしになられました。
3 years. How big is the damn mansion? It's very big.
あとは
Multiple floors with multiple rooms.
先代である牧久様の主治医様が屋敷に登竜されていたと聞いています。
Personal physician. This really is like Umineko. What the hell? It's Nanjo, dude.
3年もか。なあ翡翠、そういうのって登竜って言うんじゃなくて居候って言うんじゃないか？
She doesn't answer. Her position as a housemaid must prevent her from voicing her personal opinions about the guests. Regardless, if they've taken all their belongings with them, I can expect to find anything I can use. Makihisa hated any kind of modern convenience, so I can't imagine he would have allowed them to access to the internet or a TV. Akiha must have taken after our father.
ないからって別にし
I would? Real question, chat, and answer honestly. Could you live without the internet? I couldn't. That includes online games, by the way. Not just browsers and like chat stuffs. Everything that's online. Hell no, I could not. I'll be real with you, dog. I could not. If there are books, even then I could not. I applaud anyone that can do that though, by the way, but I could not. If nothing else, I still have my phone. I take it out of my pocket and check the time. It's silly to think I was actually worried I might not get service here. It may not be much, but I'm relieved to have at least some way of connecting to the internet. Yo, his login streak does work then. Hey yo, it's gonna be okay. I expect it to be stuck without one, considering how out of this world this place is. Meanwhile, she is silent. I don't know if it's just her trying to be professional, but she doesn't speak unless it's necessary or she's asked something. Not being used to having a personal attendant, it's a little unnerving. I'd like to try and make her smile somehow, but it's not gonna be easy. Just do a funny joke or something.
確か1階の西館の方に書庫があったっけ？暇な時はそこから何か見繕うことにするよ。
You would adapt to life pretty fast, I guess, but I don't even... Okay, let's say I can adapt to life without the internet. Does that mean I still want that life or I would be okay with it? Not really, honestly. Like, obviously, you know, I would still be alive and I would have to figure stuff out, but, you know, that doesn't mean I would have to be happy with it, because I wouldn't be, I'll tell you that much. I love the internet. It's everything. She doesn't respond. She's looking in my direction, but her eyes are fixed on the empty space next to me, rather like a cat.
Hizui?
She says nothing until she suddenly returns her gaze to me. She was tapping into something else.
あると思います。
は?
Oh. I blurred out without meaning to. Could she mean?
ですから、
Whoa, TV?
以前、姉さんの部屋で見かけた記憶がありますから。
Well, she says like she's recalling a memory from long ago.
よかった。ここでもそれぐらいはあるんだ。って、ちょっと待って。姉さんってもしかして琥珀さんのこと？
Oh, right.
はい。現在。
Wow, there's a shocker. They're sisters. Wow, who could have seen that coming? Wow, so shocking. Identical hair color. I'm so shocked. Now that I think about it, they do look a lot alike. She's so different from her cheery sister. I didn't even consider that they might be related. Really, bro? Well, I guess in anime, maybe the identical hair color could still be a coincidence, but yeah.
The internet is good and all until we have a bazillion weird-ass dramas every day everywhere.
True, but at the same time, I'm kind of trashy and I enjoy reading through drama as well.
そっか。あの人なら確かにバラエティ番組を見てそうなキャラクター。
Where did the twin maid trope start? I have no idea. It's definitely a trope for sure. I stopped short of asking to use it as I feel too embarrassed to go into her room.
ごめん。この話はなかったことにしてくれ。これからここで暮らすんだから、屋敷のルールには従わなくっちゃいけないしね。
I don't think Akiha would ever let me live it down if I spent my first night back lounging in front of the TV. I'll act the perfect little student, someone worthy of the Tono name.
夕食まで部屋にいるから、時間になったら呼びに来てくれ。翡翠だって他にやることあるだろ。
She nods affirmatively and puts her hand on the doorknob. The door opens with a faint squeak. She leaves the room after a small bow. Well, there you go. A lot of character introductions today. New voices, new faces. Ooh, wow, the dining hall though. Oh my. Damn. This might be a pausing point, honestly, because we're about reaching the halfway point of the stream, which means we're gonna switch to Armored Core 6 in momentarily. But yeah, I assume there's still definitely a bit to go with this, so this could be the pausing point for today. I was hoping to clear day 1, but I don't want to take too much time out of AC6 because it is the other Sunday game. So yeah. It's like half an hour. Yeah, I don't think I would do like 30 more minutes just to compromise. It's fine. Again, we don't have to like end on like really big checkpoints or anything like that. Because again, it's all going to be just most likely weekly stuff anyway. So even though it doesn't make for like a cool cliffhanger or anything like that, I feel like this is now a good stopping point. So first of all, let's do a cheeky little save. And there you go. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the end of part 2. Again, I'm not going to play it at all outside of streams. Everything will be done on stream. So this whole playthrough will be here on YouTube as well, recorded and submitted by me. So you won't miss out on anything. This is basically going to be as full of a playthrough as I can make it, okay? So hey, if you enjoyed this part 2 and you're still watching, hey, first of all, thank you. Most people probably won't be continuing after part 1 because that's just how it works with series. But for anyone now along with for the ride, I welcome you. And again, this will be basically weekly now, so buckle up. We're committed to playing through this entire remake. As far as I know, I should hopefully be able to upload and stream everything. If not, do let me know in the comments. But yeah, like this video if you did enjoy it. And do subscribe not to miss out on future videos, because again, I try to keep this weekly. I've said this so many times now, but yeah, next week, part 3. Can't wait to see what happens. Maybe new faces again, but already very interesting stuff. But I'm sure, you know, things will definitely escalate at some point, knowing Nasu. Shout out to my patrons on the screen right now as well. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, whenever it is you're watching this. And hope to see you in the next Tsukihime part or next video you watch. So enjoy. See you then. Bye.